rock your world. But if Jon Jones wasn't such, you know, a fuck up, for lack of better terms, he would. We're not even like having this conversation that Mighty Mouse is the best ever. He'd be, just going based off his regular schedule now, he'd be 13, 14-time world champ if no one beat him, and he'd probably be fighting at heavyweight and having that belt too, going down as best ever.
Well, he's still got a chance. I mean, Jon Jones is only 30 years old, which is crazy because that means he's really about to jump into his prime. I'd say like an athlete's prime for combat sports, I feel like it's somewhere around 30 to 32.
For heavyweight. See, I don't think everyone. I think the lighter weight classes, it's earlier.
But look at the welterweights. The champs are always around that age. Except for GSP. I think he won the title when he was in his late 20s.
Yeah, late
right?
20s.
When is Tyron Woodley's, what, 33?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he had wrestling background.
What's the latest with Jon Jones?
How old's Robbie? Jon Jones is his suspension comes up in July.
Did you hear what Dana White said today? I texted to you.
Yeah, they're gonna fight. There was Brett Okamoto, right?
Yeah, Brett Okamoto interviewed Dana White from ESPN. He said that DC will fight Jon Jones but if Jon Jones isn't ready by, I think it's the July card.
July 29th.
Yeah, if he's not ready by then he's gonna fight Jimmy Manoa, and then they'll fight down the road.
Crazy.
So no warm up for Jon Jones. If he does want one, then
what do you think about that? Do you think that's smart for Jon, or do you think Jon should take a warm up?
He should take a warm-up. The UFC should give him a warm-up. Because, Joe, when has it ever worked when a guy takes this much time off and you just throw him right to the top of the heap? Think of Ronda. Think of Chael Sonnen. Like, there's a lot of guys. And people go, well, Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz didn't fight Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw after all that time.
Right.
He fought a Mizusaki, who's a tough guy. But
Mitsugaki, and then he went right into TJ.
But still a warm-up.
But TJ was a big gap.
I know, but at least he didn't fight TJ. Right. That first fight back, he ain't being TJ.
Right, but you know that he got injured after the Mitsugaki fight, and it was another year plus
True.
Before he fought again.
True, and he might be the outlier here, but I'm just saying.
He's an outlier.
He's an outlier, but
he's not as good in the first fight. If you look at him in the TJ fight, and then you look at him in the second fight when he fought Uriah Faber, he's way better in the Uriah Faber fight. He's more lean, he's fitter, and he dealt with a lot of the problems that he has. He has serious plantar fasciitis,
horrible.
Man.
Yeah, have you ever had that?
No,
I heard it's a fucking nightmare. I've had to deal with it.
And you look at his
style.
What is that? It's the fascia in the bottom of your feet tears.
You can't even you can't get out of bed to warm up. It's a fucking nightmare. It's impossible to get rid of.
Dominic Cruz is all footwork. And what happened is after he tore his ACL, he took a long time off, and his feet just weren't strong enough to keep up with his training. Because his training is so foot movement.
Yeah, man. That's why he got it.
Yeah.
But back to the point, should Jon get a warm up? You're in the grand scheme of things. I understand we want these big paydays and you want the big ratings, so you toss him. DC Jon Jones is a huge rater, right? Yeah. But if something happens like Ronda Rousey lost, what happens if we gave Ronda a warm up so you get paid on that? It's a huge draw, and then she fights, huge draw. But when you just toss them right to the very top, it's a one and done, man. Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, they were worried, I guess, with the sale. You buy something for like $4 billion. You wanna maximize your profits. It's just the issue comes up with purists, which I think all of us are purists, right? When you consider when you look at it, at the end of the day, I want to see the #1 contender fight the champ.
I ride the fence. I get the business side from what they want to do, and then I get from a pure fighter standpoint.
I was just about to say, but I'm a hypocrite because I was happy when Dan Henderson got that shot against Michael Bisping. I'm like, that's what we want to see.
Or GSP, it makes no sense he's fighting Bisping.
Well, the problem with the GSP-Bisping fight is it ties up the division. And when you have a guy like Robert Whittaker who just ices Jacare, holy
straight up
shit.
ice. That's the best
God damn,
adjective
that kid's
to use
good.
there.
He's a killer.